kind of the headline right now. Good that it's President's Day because a lot of people don't have to go to school. Probably around 40. We'll see there in the lower elevations. And the snow should be done by noon, off and on stuff. But it's slick, so be careful. Our first guest of the morning joins us. Give us your name, please.
Melissa Berryman.
What do you do, Melissa?
I am a dog handling instructor and dog owner advisor.
All right, so you got some new workout. What is it?
It's people training for good dogs, what breeders don't tell you and trainers don't teach.
Okay, so obviously you saw a need for this.
Yes, I was a former animal officer, and I found that breeders and dog trainers weren't preparing people for the things they needed to know about owning dogs, and people were getting into trouble and not knowing why.
Well, that's the thing. You're going to put this to rest in this book. What are some of those things, if you could tell us?
Well, the biggest thing people don't realize is that they're not people. So your dog is actually an animal. People expect them to act and react like we do.
Right.
And they don't. And another thing is that we also think we could buy a certain type of breed and expect them to behave in a certain way. And that's kind of like going to the car dealership and saying, I'd like to buy the car that doesn't crash. So people,
gosh, it's just simple logic here, isn't it?
Yeah, we do a lot of generalizations, and we do stereotyping of breeds. So we think pit bulls are evil and vicious, and that's kind of like saying an ethnicity, like, for instance, Asian people are great at science.
Right. No, it's just not true. I mean, the dog is a dog, and what you teach them, and they're going to learn, and there's no inherent evil or meanness or smartness or whatever. I mean, it's how the handler, the owner, the coach is going to let them learn their stuff.
Definitely. And if we think about dogs the way we approach horses, we're better off. For one thing, if you are learning to ride, you wouldn't call a horse trainer, you'd call a riding instructor. But we just have dog trainers. So people don't think they have anything to learn.
How long have you been in this field?
Since 1993.
Okay. And I imagine you've I've worked with all kinds of dogs.
About 10,000 now.
Oh, my gosh. Is there any one that's harder than another to train in some way or fashion, or are they all different and you just don't know?
Yes, definitely. But it's not about breed. It's actually about what they do for their group.
Okay.
So they live in a group, okay? They have to live in a group, not because they want to. They live in groups because they have digging claws and not gripping claws like cats do, so they can't grip the prey they're trying to kill.
Gotcha.
And then there's somebody in charge of that group. We call it the leader of the pack. I call it the general, like the military, and it goes all the way down in ranking until the private. So if you're the general, you got to be the boss, you got to be in control, you got to manage everybody, so your behavior and your temperament's going to reflect that. If you're on the bottom of the totem pole, you have no power, you have to take orders, you're going to be happy-go-lucky, I'll do anything for anyone. So if we're not really looking at improving people's skills and abilities, because if you get bucked off a horse, people tell you, hey, get back on, you need to improve your skills and abilities. The opposite message is given with dogs. If there's a problem with a dog, people are told, hey, get rid of that dog, especially if the dog bites. So that keeps us at a basic level of skills and abilities. So if you get a private type dog, that dog's so willing to please you, it's so easy to deal with those. The higher ranking dogs really expect us to have our stuff together. And if we don't, why should they follow us?
That's a good point. You got to prove your stuff.
Yes, it's certainly a proving ground for lessons because dogs live in a make-me society. So they might understand what sit means, but you ask them to sit and they go, yeah, I don't feel like doing it for you.
They take the cat mindset.
Yes, they do. Oftentimes, only the lower-ranking ones can't wait to please you. You want me to sit? I'll sit like this. I'll sit like this. I can sit like that.
You know, this is some great analogies in this book. When did it come out?
In December.
Yeah, gosh, it looks out my window. It looks like December, to be honest with you. You have a website that goes with the book. I want you to share it.
It's the Letters for People Training for Good Dogs, ptfgd.com. Lots of free stuff on there, free safety assessment quiz, because I do safety and liability protection for dog owners.
Good to meet you. Good stuff. I appreciate you coming on Monday.
Thanks so much for having me. Have a great day.
You too. Caller 5 gets her book, 570-1530. It's a pretty good read here.
summer